We do have to look at MAGA and TPUSA. There was a great Karening going on. There is, you know, the latest chapter of TPUSA, Can I Speak to Everyone's Manager, is going on. Now, guys, I'm not going to play the sound here because I don't want to like blow up the sensors. But so essentially what is going on, guys, is there is a sound going on TikTok. People on TikTok are using the sound of Charlie Kirk's passing as one of those clothes changing viral things where you hear Charlie Kirk say the line and then there's the shot, and then on the shot they switch into their different outfits. Now, I want to go on the record and say that, like, yeah, this is cringe and ghoulish and garish. And I think, if anything, why is TikTok allowing that? You would think TikTok, like, my God, dude, they censor so much shit. I don't know how they let this go. But it is super tasteless and super grungy. Okay, it is like, you know, it is really gnarly. Okay, now, TPUSA commented about this and said, Turning Point USA condemns in the strongest terms the TikTok audio trend that uses or references the killing of our founder, Charlie Kirk, for entertainment. Charlie Kirk was the victim of a real act of political violence. Turning that into viral content is grotesque and dehumanizing. There's nothing harmless, funny, or acceptable about it. It reflects a culture that trivializes violence and reduces real human loss to a punchline. This has no place on TikTok or anywhere. This audio needs to be removed. Now, guys, again, I feel like the responsibility on this does lie on TikTok. They shouldn't be allowing this to be a sound. They should get rid of that. Now, the thing, though, that I thought was interesting here is turning that into viral content is grotesque and dehumanizing. And guys, I was like, is this you? Because we do need to talk. We do need to talk about using Charlie Kirk's murder for viral content and monetization, because that is what TPUSA and 𝗙cie Kirk have been doing, like, since Charlie died. They've been doing it with the hats. They've been doing it with the, you know, the merch sales, with the shaking pictures of Charlie and the chanting. They're podcasting from his empty chair and they're tweeting from his accounts. They had the tent for people to take pictures in. Okay, remember this? Like, bro, this is crazy. They had a tent to do selfies in the Charlie Kirk tent. That shit is like wild. And they're doing the We Are All Charlie Kirk and the chants and the picture waving, and they're deifying him. He is like Jesus and all that shit. So now, again, I think it's ghoulish what those people on TikTok did. But I also think what TPUSA and 𝗙cie Kirk are doing is equally ghoulish, because they are riding this wave of political assassination to make millions of dollars, to consistently try to like suck money and or like get inroads into the schools. They're like trying to capitalize and get political power or to skirt school board rules and everything, using the killing as like their get out of jail free card and get into any space card. And that to me is equally ghoulish. People here are like doing the let's make them famous. Okay, if you look at everybody, they said the girl deleted the post from her account, but they're still trying to go after them. But look at the shit they say, though. It is impossible to share a country with people who delight in the assassinations of people they don't like. But guys, dude, we have the Trump civilization tweet. Look at this. This is the president. If you're wondering why these girls are doing this shit, you wonder why people are doing this type of shit, it's because our president is doing it, guys. Now, those girls look young. Sure, they did a stupid TikTok. Young people do that kind of shit. And yeah, dude, Charlie Kirk, he did talk about public executions. But like, guys, the president is doing this shit. A whole civilization will die tonight, Trump said. Like, come on, man. That shit is garish. I think you have to hold the president accountable up at the top and realize that, yes, generations of kids are learning that this is normal politics. What I don't like is how MAGA will hold these girls to a higher standard than they hold the president, okay? And that is what routinely happens, whether it's Scott Jennings or some MAGA shitter online or libs of TikTok or all of the Republican House of Representatives members like smarmy MAGA Mike Johnson. They hold kids, teenagers, to a higher standard of professionalism and accountability than they do the goddamn president of the United States. Donald Trump can compare himself to Jesus and he gets a free pass lying about it. Oh, I thought it was a doctor, right? And after he fights with the Pope, he mocks all religion by comparing himself to Jesus, and then he lies about it, and they fucking give him a pass on anything. On Grape, on Epstein, on lying, on not doing shit, on wishing for people to be dead, on calling for the shotgunning of Liz Cheney, you name it. He can, say the nastiest shit, and he gets free pass, free pass, free pass, free pass. But a bunch of teenagers go off and use a sound on TikTok and do some cheesy ass trend that sure they regret, they deleted it, but like they're like, oh, how dare they? What a character flaw in these young girls, and to me, dude, that's bullshit. Okay, because I don't understand that garish behavior, but I understand why some people don't like Charlie Kirk. A lot of people were threatened by his behavior. A lot of people suffered. A lot of teachers and minorities, and especially minority women and women in general. He was very abrasive about how little he valued their human rights. And so there are a lot of people that did not like Charlie and were certainly not shy about talking about how much they didn't like him. But the fact that they think that because something really horrible happened to Charlie Kirk, they get to rage against us for life. And we have to watch what we say and do for the rest of our lives is stupid. Because at the end of the day, what happened to him was horrible, but he was a fucking podcaster, bro. He was not a world leader. He was literally a dude who debated younger people with not fully formed brains in order to take advantage of them in moments of content and then to go viral with that in order to bilk money out of evangelical billionaires by convincing people he was converting people to Jesus. So this guy was not the end all be all. We don't have to revere him like he was MLK, because he was not, man. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.